HBRC Dragon Boat Racing Club from New South Wales,
Yes.
and also the I've just lost the track of that last one, Manly Dragon Boat Club from Queensland. And if you're wondering why we're saying it's from Queensland, there's a couple of Manlys around. Probably the better known one, in truth, is the New South Wales Manly.
Manly, beautiful beach suburb there, and we've got racing underway. So we might just go through this field and then come back, Paul.
Sure, let's do that.
This may place the presentation.
Sure.
All right, we've got to start now, and this is the 2,000 metre standard boat. And we've got South Australia Dragons abreast, or SADA, starting off in 1. Paddles and Pearls in 2 from Charleston, US. Abreast of Life in 3. Now the next one is Dragons Abreast, Miss A Bit of Titty in 4. Boat 5 will be Dragons Abreast Sydney, and Boat 6 will be the robust breast cancer survivors Dragon Boat team. So this is a breast cancer survivor and all cancer survivor mixed competition here. We've got the all cancer survivor open in lane 1. That's SADA, South Australian Dragons abreast, and then from lanes or boats 2 through to 6 is the breast cancer survivor cruise in this women's division in the standard boat.
Some of the competitors. If you're from overseas, we've got some competitors coming to talk to us. They're a medalist team. We've got 3 of them coming to talk to us straight after this race as well. So don't go away, because that'll be on the live stream straight after the completion of this race. This is the all cancer survivors and the breast cancer survivors race here. And Steve was mentioning earlier in the broadcast that it's an excellent rehabilitation style of therapy, this rowing, and also great for your soul as well to be doing something so magnificent, a team sport with like-minded people who have had similar experiences. What a great way to not only recover but also celebrate the fact that you're doing well. And being out there now when some people might give up is just a remarkable thing to see. So it's makes me ashamed of ever complaining about anything, to be truthful.
Yes, and as you can see in this race, and if you look up on the big screen, the streaming, there it is. There they are. That's SADA. Now that's South Australia Dragons abreast, and they're one of our top crews here in Australia, based here in Adelaide, and she'll be in the crew. I think I'd like to put out a call to Mary Newland, who is paddling with South Australian Dragons abreast there, SADA in 1, and of course they're in the all cancer survivor open division, and then we've got the breast cancer survivors women's division all racing together, but 2 separate competitions there, and it's SADA out in front in this all cancer survivors open division. Now we'll look back and have a look at the other crews. Lane or boat 2, Paddles and Pearls from Charleston, I believe. And that is Paddles and Pearls from Charleston. I gather that's Charleston in the USA, but we'll confirm that. Abreast of Life in boat 3, and we'll just pick up where they're from as well. And then we've got DAB, Miss A Bit of Titty, in 4. Now,
You've said that well.
Yeah, Paul, just for the live streaming there, as you can see, some of these Dragons abreast people have a very, very good sense of humour, and you'd want to have with cancer. And so a very clever name there, Miss A Bit of Titty, is the name of that crew in 4. 5 is Dragons abreast Sydney, or DAS as we know them, and in boat 6 is the robust Dragon Boat team. And we have a supporter here
We have a
for the
big
robust,
supporter here.
Yes, just in front of us, breast cancer survivor, robust Dragon Boat crew.
From the South Australian team, Dragons Abreast.
And there, I'm told, from Canada.
G'day, guys. From Dragons
Big
Abreast, which is
cheer
the
there.
South Australian team. Karen is in the team. Karen was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 24, had secondary cancer at 30 years old, and 2 hip replacements, and is now a master at 4 years.
So as they come down
And she's
now
been
to,
through much
pick
adversity.
up
She's
this
an
first
inspiration to the
turn,
whole team.
or second turn, I should say, the turn at the grandstand. It's Sada out in front. Sada doing it nicely. So Sada out in front. So Sada will come round this first turn from Paddles and Pearls Charleston from the United States. Then we've got a Breast of Life, DAB, Miss a Bit of Titty, Dragons Abreast Sydney, and then Robust Dragon Boat Club from Canada. Now Sada's gone around nicely, and they're in front. And we'll see a passing manoeuvre here. It's boat 3, that's a Breast of Life, going on the inside of Paddles and Pearls from Charleston. And then we've got DAB, Miss a Bit of Titty.
Now, you mentioned before, I can do this by myself. You mentioned Robust, the Robust Breast Cancer Survivor Dragon Boat Racing team, which is from Canada, a team of 70 very strong women. 70. Isn't it amazing? 70 women. Listen to the sound here. This is probably the loudest we've heard all day. The crowd is completely going bananas down here. And so close, Steve. Look at this.
Yeah, it's they're cheering on these crews. We've got robust supporters in front of us here, and also the crew from Charleston there, which is the Paddles and Pearls. But some great support there from the people here in the grandstand.
Now, there is a sad story attached to this. The 2014 Club Crew World Championship title is bittersweet to Robust, because one of their teammates who competed with them in Italy was diagnosed with metastases. Her cancer returned and spread to other parts of her body, unfortunately, and just before they left for Italy, she competed hard anyway and was a wonderful teammate, but she passed away 6 weeks after they returned from Italy. A great teammate, a good friend. It was heartbreaking for the team, but they said that they know she's with them in Australia, and in that boat they've got one extra paddler. Isn't that fantastic? They've got one extra paddler there, and the event for them is in memory of Gail Hathaway. So to Gail Hathaway, this is dedicated from the CCWC and the team of Robust Cancer Survivor Dragon Boat team.
And gone past Dragons Abreast Sydney.
Just saying, Steve, that the Robust team is dedicating this to one of their teammates who rode in Italy with them but passed away 6 weeks afterwards, Gail Hathaway. So they reckon they've got an extra member in the boat right now. So you'd imagine they're going to go damn hard, aren't they?
Yeah, it's always sad and tragic when something like that happens, but I'm sure they'll be paddling strongly there for that crew member. Yeah.
I'm trying to get through the team stories here, so I'll keep looking.
Yep. And we'll go back to the race. And I'll come down now for the final turn here, and it's Sada still out in front, and they'll be the first to turn at the 400 metre mark. So it's this crew from South Australia, Dragons Abreast, and they had some good results overseas this year, and they'll head for the finish line. Now they've put a real bit of a gap between the other crews, so Sada going nicely out there in front. Now we'll just try and pick up these other crews here. It is possibly DAB Miss a Bit of Titty there with a Breast of Life, and then we've got Dragons Abreast Sydney just back here in the final position, because Robust Dragon Boat crew have moved past them into 5th position and going now to the final turn. So here's Sada coming down with about 200 metres to go, and they're nicely in front here, and you'll see the sweep and the drummer, trying to maintain that nice, easy rhythm as they come down with about 200 to go. Now we're trying to pick up the crews there, and there's 3 of them. It is probably DAB Miss a Bit of Titty, Abreast of Life, and Paddles and Pearls from Charleston. And I think it's Paddles and Pearls from Charleston that may have just dropped back slightly. And I think these other 2, it's DAB Miss a Bit of Titty and Abreast of Life in that second and third position, with Paddles and Pearls from Charleston holding down 4th. Then Robust, say it again, Robust Breast Cancer Survivors Dragon Boat team, and then back to the Dragons of Breast Sydney in the pink outfits there at the top of the field. But here's SADA. This is the South Australian Dragons of Breast crew coming down. The blue with the pink, with the white caps rather, and it's SADA, Dragons of Breast, South Australia, going across the line first. Now it's a good tussle here for second and third for line honours, and it looks like it is Abreast of Life who is still in front of DAB, Miss a Bit of Titty, and then we've got Paddles and Pearls from Charleston, then Robust Breast Cancer Survivors Dragon Boat team, and then Dragons of Breast Sydney.
Well, almost done 2,000 metres of this. 2,000 metres. Geez, a long haul here as Team 3, Steve, makes its way across the line now. That's Abreast of Life.
Yes, and here they are, and this is Abreast of Life, and we'll get where they're from shortly. But Abreast of Life crossing the line now in front of DAB Miss a Bit of Titty, and then we've got Paddles and Pearls from Charleston, the USA, now coming across the line, and no doubt there'll be a big cheer because next will be Boat 6. This is Robust Breast Cancer Survivors Dragon Boat team from Canada, and they're in Boat 6 coming down. We've got some of their supporters in the grandstand here, and here they are, the Robust Breast Cancer Survivors Dragon Boat crew from Canada crossing the line. And then we've got Dragons of Breast Sydney in the pink outfits. So we'll leave it now to the judges to take sway, have a look at the times, any reports from out on the course, and then they'll correlate and bring the results to us and down to the presentation.
Good on you, Steve. I'll hand you some results for a little later in the program as well. We'll go to a break here at Westlake Shore. The International Dragon Boat Federation World Club Crew Challenge is happening here. It's the first time it's happened in Australia. It's the 10th time it's ever happened, and we are pleased to be bringing this to you with Floodlight Media and our principal partner, the Government of South Australia, through the South Australian Tourism Commission and Events South Australia. Before we go to one of their fantastic showpieces for this state, when you come to South Australia, make sure you explore Adelaide City beaches at Henley and Semaphore. It is 500 metres that way to the beach. You can lose yourself in a long beach walk. You can go forever here in South Australia. You can try Adelaide's signature food and wine with a view, or catch the sunset before driving 20 minutes back to the city for dinner and drinks. And that's the real deal. Catch a sunset, because that's over to the west. The sunset's over the border. You make your way back with your sandy feet, head into town, go to your hotel, maybe have a shower, and then you're up for dinner and drinks in the beautiful city of Adelaide. Watch your screen, because here comes South Australia right now.
Just while we're waiting for that presentation, I have a general announcement from the officials, the race officials.
We'll go to the end in just a moment.
All paddlers, this is from the race officials. Please,
Okay. Watch your screen
must
now.
drum. So the drummer must drum.